Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know that you guys probably were expecting a tutorial or something of those sorts last week. I was really sick today. I'm still not feeling very well, but I want to get this done because Christmas is Sunday. Can you believe it? It's come around so fast. Santa hasn't wrapped any presents just yet, which is why my table looks like Santa's workshop right now. So I wanted to go ahead and show you a few techniques for some DIY wrapping. I find a lot of times when I'm giving gifts away to family, I like to do a lot of personal touches to things instead of just going out and buying that store-bought paper, which I still buy because once you start getting a lot of stuff in your own household, you don't want to have to worry about doing any kind of DIYs. But when you have just a few gifts that you're giving away to family and friends and colleagues and things like that, you want to do something special. And I just did teachers gifts. One of my friend's moms, she's really sweet. I talk about her on my family channel. She's just really sweet, so I gave her a gift as well as the secretaries at my elementary school kids school. So those were all like DIY gifts and DIY wrapping. So I just want to show you a few techniques. So let's get started. Okay, the first technique I'm going to show you on this brown paper here, and you guys should recognize this paper because I use this paper also to make my patterns. It comes from the Dollar Tree, and this is actually the paper that you use when you want to wrap something for the post office. This brown paper right here is what I use for that. So this is kind of a triple duty. In my house, I use it for wrapping, I use it for patterns, and I use it for mailing. So today I'm going to show you how to do this for presents. Now it is very, because it's on a roll, so it kind of rolls up a lot. So I'm just going to show you the best way I can without this kind of like rolling up. And what I do to make it flat a lot of times is just iron it. It's paper. It doesn't really burn if you have it on the right setting. So what I have here is some little pom-poms, and I believe I got these from the Dollar Tree as well. So what I'm going to do is just stick these all over the paper, and I have red and white to wrap this lovely present. I'm just going to stick some hot glue down and just kind of put it all over this paper. See, this is kind of what it looks like. It's coming out, and once you're all done with it, so this is what it looks like when you're done. And of course I wrote the name on it. If you want to add ribbon, I would suggest putting the ribbon on before you start putting your pom-poms on. You can decorate the sides if you want. I'm not sure if I am or if I'm just going to leave it like that, because I'll probably put it under the tree like that. And if I do that, then it'd be laying on the pom-poms, which isn't bad because they're like little feet. But that's the first one, guys. So that's really cute, and it's not too feminine, it's not too awkward and weird, and I think it will add a nice little touch under the tree. So let's go to the next tutorial. So what we're going to do next, I have this scrap piece of wrapping paper from last year's bunch, and often we get like clothes and socks and things like that for the kids, and it tends to get a little awkward sometimes wrapping. So I have here some camis that I bought Autumn because she's in need of new camis. The ones she has right now are size 2-3, but ironically she can still fit them and they still cover her tummy. So what I'm going to do is show you how to make a bag out of wrapping paper. So what I'm going to do, it's already even. That just goes to show you how excessively compulsive I am. So what I'm going to do is just kind of fold this on that fold line that I made for myself. And it's kind of wrinkly because, like I said, it was from a bunch from last year's wrapping paper, so it was put away with like all of the crafts and decorating items from last year. So I'm just putting tape to secure it so it's like a bag and it won't come apart, because you want it to be very secure so your item isn't like falling out. And this is another way to save you money from having to buy those bags. So right now what you have is, should be like a tube. Right now this is what it should look like. So what we're going to do with the bottom, and this can be a little tricky, so you're going to have to take your time. So here we go. I'm just going to fold that back like that. And I hope you can see, guys, it's just easier for me when I do stuff towards me. Okay. So, after all that work, this is what your bottom should look like. So what we're going to do, obviously, is just kind of take that. Okay, so now what you have is this. This is what it looks like now. So now that's all closed up. There we go. So now it's all closed up on both sides. You can just take your item and then put it in there. You want to be careful. You want to make sure you have enough room when you're cutting to fold the sides together and to fold the bottom up. You don't want to make just the exact amount of the size that the item is, because once you start folding it, it's not going to be big enough for you to just slip that item in there. So make sure you're cutting extra pieces, extra length in that wrapping paper to get your bag. Now what we're going to do now, I'm just going to take my scissors and kind of make this a little even. And since I'm using striped paper, it makes the cut a lot more even for me. And I can just go across. Now you can do several things with the top of this. You can send it up like this, put a bow around it, and let it go. Or you can take it and fold it down like I'm going to do. One sides. And just do like that, and bam. And of course, if you want to add a bow or a ribbon, you can go ahead and do that at this point. And now that's kind of easier for little kids to open, because all they got to do is rip that top part off. And there you have it. That is our second idea. And for these little pointy edges over here at the sides, you can either fold those down or fold them up. It's your choice. I always have a preference for how wrapping paper should look. But the funny thing is, the kids don't even care about the wrapping paper. They just tear those presents out of there, and then you're stuck cleaning up the mess. So there you go. A nice, easy, simple way to put something that's kind of awkwardly shaped into it, like socks, underwear, shirts, and things like that that you may not have boxes or anything like that for. So let's go into our third one. Okay, so we are now on to the third one, and for this we're going to use fat quarter that I cut in half and then cut some of the top off. We're going to use my sequins ribbon here. We're going to use these tags that have this marker paint or whatever on the tags, and yeah, that's it. I think we're going to just use that. So you're going to open this up and kind of just take this and put it in the middle, and this is actually like a jewel box or something I got from Pure One. So I'm just going to take that like that and then just fold this up until it's like a tiny little package. and just kind of grab it to gather it. And we'll play around with it once we're done. So I'm going to take the sequins. I'm going to take the tag as well. And first I'm going to just kind of weave this through that hole there to put the tag in with the ribbon as it goes around. There we go. You can always use different tags and things like that. I'm just using this because this is what I want to use. So I'm just going to take it like this and then just kind of leave this on until I get it around to my liking, to where this is snug enough. They won't be peeking until Christmas Day. So take it around again. I'm just going to cut it long enough so I can tie it up. Just so I know it's secure. You can make a bow or something if you want, but I'm just not going to do that this time. Again, the noise, I say this all the time, and one of the noise that you're hearing is my furnace. My furnace room is right over there. So this is what this one looks like, and you can add a candy cane. You can use a smaller tag if you want. I'm actually going to probably put this in a gift bag. Just because when we leave his aunt's house, where we go every Christmas Eve, we always have tons of stuff. So this is another easy and simple way. You've seen how fast we got this in here. You can put the tag on it using like the sequins and the polka dot fabric, makes it look a little bit more delicate and dainty for a little girl. And you can always cut that off if you buy tags that are just too long. You could just trim that off a little bit and make sure to cut it evenly so it looks good. So that is our third way to quickly wrap a present. So let's go on to the next one. Okay guys, so for the next one, we are going to use this toilet paper roll, and I already have this pre-bent, and I'll show you why. So you know those gift cards that you have that maybe you're tired of the plain old envelope it normally comes in, or you forget to get an envelope and you need something to put your gift card in so it won't get lost. What you're going to do is take this toilet paper roll and just kind of squeeze it like so. Then you're going to take it and turn this in as best you can without turning it in too much. So it's going to look like this. And this may be a little tricky as well. Just take your time. So you're going to get it like that. And you're going to take these sides here and fold them down. Just a little edges like that, so it's going to be like a gift. I'm just going to fold that down. Of course, you could fold yours in a lot more if you want to, if you don't like the way it looks. If it's too much space, you can go ahead and fix that. You can do that, or you can just leave the sides the way they are when you fold it in. It's totally up to you. Or you can just use a little bit of hot glue to make it look like that, which is what I think I'm going to do instead. So I'm not folding down so much. Just kind of stick that hot glue there, get it stuck. Okay, so this is what it looks like now, kind of like a little pouch here. So what I'm going to do is I have a piece of wrapping paper that I cut. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it around like so. And again, it's up to you whether you want to use tape or hot glue. And for this, I can just go ahead and use tape. I'm going to take the other piece and bring it around. And I do need to cut it slightly, so I'm just going to cut right there. And there you go. And you could go ahead and add some ribbon to it or put a bow on it. It's totally up to you what you want to do at this point. But this is just the basic outcome of what this little gift card holder is going to look like. So there you have it. Nice, easy, simple. And you can add ribbon, you can use wrapping paper like I did. It's totally up to you what you choose to do with your little gift card holder here. But this is just an extra idea of what you can use to put gift cards or maybe earrings, a necklace or something like that. And this is something that's small that will fit into something like this. You can use different colors, you can paint the toilet paper roll, you can wrap it beforehand, anything. There's so many different ideas and things that you can do with this toilet paper roll to fit that small item in. So let's move over to our next one. So now we are moving along to our next tutorial. So what I have here is one of my paintbrushes. This is Lowell Cornell and it's 3/4 of an inch paintbrush. I have some gold kind of sparkly acrylic paint. So I'm just going to dip this in here. And we're just going to do like a paintbrush effect. So you can just brush it down, use several coats if you need to. I like the gold, so I'm just going to kind of give it some kind of nice little brush effects here. Make it a little decorative. And you can do this all over your box. Make sure it dries before you put any ribbon or anything like that on it. And there you go. Another quick and easy, simple way to do some decorative paper out of plain white wrapping paper that I got from Dollar Tree and this brown postal paper I got from the Dollar Tree. So we have just one more to do and then we'll be all set. So these are just a few ideas. Like I said, you can make more brush strokes if you want. You can use different color paint if you want. You can use a bigger paintbrush, maybe a roller, give it a little bit different effect, maybe a sponge, and just give it like that sponge effect. But I think it works better for me just by my eyes on like a white paper or like a black wrapping paper. But you could go ahead and play around with different color like wrapping paper or construction paper even to get a different effect. So yeah, let's move on to our last and final DIY wrapping paper. So now we're on to our last and final DIY, and what I have here is just this plain brown paper again, and I've pre-wrapped it. So what I'm going to do for this one is just to use one of my larger ribbons, and this one actually has wire on it. So this is going to be probably the simplest one that we do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this ribbon, it's not wrapping paper, Nika, and just play around with it, see where I want it, see what looks better. Okay, so I'm just going to take this here, I'm going to bring it around to the back. I'm going to take my hot glue gun, just because it is a wired ribbon. I want it to stay a little better, so the tape probably won't work. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and cut this. Hopefully that's enough. Bring this around as well. First, I'm going to make sure it looks right on the front, and it does. So now I'm going to do the same thing I just did before with the hot glue. stick that down. So that's what that looks like. And then I'm going to go ahead and take some of my red ribbon here. It's like a twine looking ribbon type deal. So I'm just going to cut that. Then what I'm going to do is bring this down. I'm going to do one little tie, and then I'm going to take a candy cane and put that inside there. So I'm just going to set the candy cane down where I just tied. Then I'm going to tie the candy cane onto the present. I'm not going to hot glue it because I'm pretty sure I want someone to eat this. So I'm going to tie that pretty tight, and then I'm just going to make up a little bow for that. Quick, simple, and easy. And it looks really cute. And of course you could use any flavor or any type of candy cane that you want. So let's just do a little recap. Okay, so just to recap what we did, we have our pom-pom wrapping paper using our postal paper that we got from the Dollar Tree. Then we have here our toilet paper gift card, jewelry, small item package that we did. Then we have our fat quarter fabric wrapping paper that we did, and we just wrapped that around in our sequins ribbon with the tag with marker paint that I had. Then we have our bag here that was really simple, really easy. We can put items like clothes, socks, underwear, things like that, just stuff we don't want to wrap. Teddy bears that may be awkward to wrap. You can go ahead and make a bag out of wrapping paper. Then we have our paint decorated wrapping paper that I used, just a white wrapping paper I got from the Dollar Tree again. And then we have our last and final one that we did, which was this book or video game that you could put in the same paper that we used to make the pom-pom, along with a wide ribbon, and I just wrapped it with some twine and put a candy cane on it to make it look a little prettier. But these are just, you know, a few ideas that you can use for DIY wrapping paper if that's something you're looking for this year. Of course, I still do have the traditional wrapping paper that I will be using because we have so many children, so we have so many gifts, and I won't be able to do all of the wrapping paper DIY, but these are just a few that'll be under the tree to give the tree a little bit more unique look and not so commercial with all the wrapping paper you buy in the store. So if you like this video, go ahead and support me, give it a thumbs up, share this video out with anybody that you think may want ideas for this holiday for wrapping. All of my social media, of course, is in the description. You can check out my family channel. I do have some videos that I did this month. Unfortunately, I did not record past day 14 because I just vlogging every day is just not something I could do. I tried, guys. I really did try to vlog every day. I did get a couple of months this year, I think, where I vlogged every day, but I just don't have time to vlog every day in my life right now, so I'm sorry about that. But there are videos over there, and we have 2 new videos with the kids that we'll be doing this week that will be going up on that channel, so you can go ahead and check that out. If you want to connect with me on social media, all of that is in the description, guys. As far as my Etsy shop goes right now, I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it open or if I'm going to go on vacation while the kids are out of school for the holidays. But right now, I am waiting on a few orders to ship. So once I get confirmation that they were delivered, I may close the shop down for a few days, just to have that time with my family during Christmas. So I will definitely let you know if I plan on going on a vacation any further than that. So as it stands right now, if there's something you want to purchase out of my Etsy shop, you can go ahead and do so, and I will see all of you next time. Bye.